It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the Giants. Rocket on quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Patty. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Patty now. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back to throw here. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Throwing the route that he was going to run would have been an interception.
Another try after the first down sack. Kenny, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Oh.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 31, Petty flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamb will go in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Bust through the tackle. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, remember they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Petty. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we come upon... Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up from the 42 now. Here's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Back to throw now on first down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Petty over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Patty. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Patty now. Patty is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboys touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw here. And this pass caught by Gray. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They run again here with Gray. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger from 4 yards out. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's going to be taken inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Lamb will go in motion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confident? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A handoff to Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get back?
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll run it again with Barkley. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple defenders get to